answering.
See, I have a problem with this. Like, why can Mario breathe endlessly in water levels? He's not a fish. He's an Italian man. Shout out to Nakey Jakey for speaking the gospel of Melee. Bro, if you hear this, you have a home in Chicago always. I promise.
Didn't Panda used to, like, hate Villager Sword Fighter matchup?
It used to?
He still does. Okay, so
What?
He still does.
Pretty sure Chrom's his worst matchup. Like, no BS.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's worse for Villager. So, all right. Villager is a character in this game.
Sure.
You go back to Smash 4, and he was doing it with Villager, and Villager was a sick character, but who were his two worst matchups?
In Smash 4?
Cloud and Bayo, who both got
yeah.
gutted in this game. So suddenly you look at Villager's matchup spread, and it's actually kind of good. Like, this is a very strong character, especially when you do that to Chrom. That was a sick read. And he got the triple turnip, which was even sicker. Villager in this game has very strong matchups, but as always, swords are going to be problematic for this. I want to say small boy, but he's actually a fully grown mayor of an actual town, so I can't say that. I have to say this small mayor of a full town.
Yeah, but how much of a mayor are you when you're mayor to 10 people maybe at most?
Hey man, your file's just not very large. Don't disrespect our mayor with a number 4 shirt on like that. Just because he has high school basketball after work doesn't make him not the mayor.
He's like the Ed Sheeran of mayors. Like, he just like never wears a suit and tie. He comes like his business meetings in like shortened t-shirts.
I had no idea Villager had such toxic masculinity.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Panda actually doing really, really well in this set, considering the matchup can be rough. And that dare really set him up and gave him a ton of momentum. And I say that and just, sword, F-tilt. Good read. Panda had a shot. It was actually a really good match, and that was a great catch. I love the up smash.
That's actually interesting. I didn't know that like the lasting hitbox of up smash still contained that much knockback power.
Yes, and I think that's the only one. I think it's one of those moves
yeah,
that's
because it like builds up and then it just, I'm used to like you have to be in the fireworks first before you get blown up.
All right, top 3 in my favorite moves in this game just happened, which is the Villager jab. Do you remember the GIF when this the trailer was coming out and Villager was ready to square up? Like, this man would have whooped Little Mac in a 15-round boxing match. Just like slapped him silly.
He's got that poker face that just ruins your morale if you're Little Mac.
Yeah, he's always smiling in his cold, dead eyes. Yeah, I would never want to box a Villager. All right, gets him off stage. Jimmy wisely up being a little bit higher than before. But Panda's just been kind of outspacing Jimmy throughout this game. And he thought he had a jump in the slingshot ate his jump. Slingshots eats jumps for breakfast. It's awful.
I don't know why you wouldn't go Joker in this matchup. I feel like Joker would be really good in this matchup.
Sword, not sword.
See, here's the thing, though.
You got to know how bad it is for Villager to go sweeping in.
I really don't think it's. I mean, I think Chrom wins this matchup, but I don't
handily.
Think I don't think it's that. I really don't think it's handily.
It's atrocious.
You think it is?
I know. Oh, look, just Panda like knows. Like, gotta look over to correct you. Like,
Shut up. You won. You have an opinion.
No, dude, so you gotta understand something about sword characters. On top of having the sweeping, arcing, spacing, giant metal piece of BS that they get to wield and swing around, Villager is just the right weight and floatiness so that fair leads into a fair, leads into like an up air, and you can just combo him really hard, and that's the real problem. Like, if a Chrom fair's a fox, he might just fall into the ground and tech it and like parry your next fair and like up smash you and you'll die at 4 because Fox is a fair and balanced character.
See, but I look at this matchup and I go, Joker's way worse than Chrom, because Joker also kind of reminds me of a sword character, and he just eats up every projectile if he wants to and gets arson.
So, all right, what you're saying isn't wrong, okay? Because, and this is my opinion, and I don't even think I'm alone in this, Joker doesn't actually have weaknesses. And the weakness that he should have would be his weight. So you look at Sheik. Remember Sheik from Smash 4 where we were like, wow, Sheik's nuts, but she's really light, so you can kill it early. Joker is Sheik that can just also be Ganon. So I was like, oh, this should probably be lighter than Sheik. Nope, Joker's just like virtually as heavy as Mario. Like I up threw him with a Zard on the second platform of Battlefield when he was at 140 and I had some rage and he lived. I could have done that to Sheik at like 95. But if he DI'd it wrong, he could have just died.
Actually, though, you know what's crazy is that, like, I think Joker does kind of have a weakness, and as weird as it sounds, I think it is his recovery, because it's, like, as big as it is.
That's the counterpoint I get to a lot of people, but I think that recovery is only truly bad in, well, if you get spiked, you get spiked. That has nothing to do with what you were saying, though it does show that he couldn't recover from anywhere. It's situational. 50% of the time you want one recovery, and 50% of the time you want the other recovery, and 50% of the time you have one, and 50% of the time you have the other, so it's not always the recovery you want. And if Joker has a weakness, it's that his recovery is inconsistent. Not bad, but it just, situationally, can screw you over. Why is Jimmy repping a swag YOLO tag? What a guy. Swag YOLO, I played the toppity-tippity-est tier. You only live once, better make it Joker.
I'm pretty sure that, like...
Oh, he got tree-axed.
That's a whole 70, huh?
Yeah, tree-axe is insane. Also, Panda is up by a lot. Like, we spent a lot of time being like, Joker has no weaknesses, and Panda's just been like, his weakness is spacing. And that actually, all right, that is a legitimate thing that Joker can have trouble with. For as quick as he is, there are characters he has a problem actually approaching, especially without Arsene. Because there's no fear, there's no, like, real setups. He was at 162 to firmly die to that area.
Yeah.
And if he was at like 140, could have DI'd out, probably. 150, maybe still DI'd out. I'm sorry, I'm hiccuping because of hot sauce. Hot sauce. My bad.
I think, though, that, like...
Look at this man square up. You have more stamina than Little Mac.
I think that, honestly, though, like, if you wanted to, you could just sort of play, like, the Joker game where you just down beat everything.
You can't, and that's like one big thing I'd like to see Jimmy do more is throw out Rebel's Guard, but I'm not sure if you can like cancel out of it. Like, can't you throw that out and get punished for throwing it out?
I mean, if it's like the Joker version, like okay, Rebel's Guard from, what is Joker's down B called?
Rebel's Guard.
Is it both Rebel's Guard?
Probably. Maybe.
I didn't think so. What is it?
Production says no. Production is always right.
Tetragon? Oh, yeah, it depends. Okay, so, like, when it's... Okay. When
are you talking about the counter, or are you talking about the absorption to make Arsene?
Yes, that one. That's not Rebel's Guard. I don't know what... Maybe that is Rebel's Guard. I don't know. There was a point to this conversation, and it's gone now. Now we're just arguing.
Well, all right, see, right there, though, like, Lloyd Rockets are just getting thrown out. You can just jump up and down B those. And, like, Jimmy just did it, but he could have... And he just did it again. And it got both involved and exploded. But... he started doing that more towards the end of the set, where he was absorbing the projectiles that Villager kind of has to throw out to set up a wall, and he didn't figure it out quick enough that, like, you have to do that with Joker.